Hi every baby, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kidden and today I have an Instagram / Patreon Q&A for you guys. So I picked more unasked questions, I guess, like less commonly asked questions to cover in this video because I do have some other Q&As. I have stuff here on the channel as well as some exclusive ones on Patreon, but I thought today I would just pick the most recent not asked ones and we would just have some baby talk together. So I'm going to hop right into it with the first question. I have them on my backup phone. How do you store stuff? I struggle with my PACIs, my onesies, my toys, too much cuteness to put up cleanly. So for me, I do have my own little room. I have an entire dresser that is full of my little clothes and my accessories. So like diaper covers, middies, bibs, onesies, all that. I have an entire room that has its own dresser as well as my diaper closet. And then on top of that, I have entire bins that I keep my pacifiers in. If you're interested in seeing more about that, I do have a little room tour on the YouTube channel. So check that out because I show kind of in more detail how I sort of maintain a semi-clean environment with still being able to have all of my cute baby stuff that I indulge in. After sexy time, do you ever just find yourself craving a diaper and being babied? Like, not even a bad thing, just feeling loved and happy so you want to be babied. Sometimes after sexy time and during aftercare, I slip into a little space. I honestly think that that's incredibly common because when you have intimate moments with your partner or partners, it is a lot of vulnerability, and being vulnerable is a huge part of little space. So shifting from headspace to headspace, from adult space to little space, I think is super common. And that's why aftercare is so important with those kind of situations because, you know, you could go from adult space to baby space and then all of a sudden be needing like all of this like different kind of attention. And so you need the right partner who understands that and who will cater to that. So communication, my friends. Are you a musician? I've heard you sing in a few of your videos and your voice sounds incredible. I am not a musician per se. I sing in a band. My daddy is the drummer. It's basically like a family band. So like my brother is like the ringleader of it all. And we kind of do semi-local gigs and stuff throughout the summer, and then in the wintertime we play a bit more regularly, but I am a singer in a band. Oh, this one's really fun. If you were asked to do a workshop or presentation at a CapCon, what topic would you choose to talk about? So if you guys don't know, CapCon is Chicago Age Play Convention. I believe that's what it stands for, I'm pretty sure. So it's like a little gathering. If I was going to do any sort of presentation, I think it would be really fun for me specifically because I'm very artistic, maybe like a deco PACI sort of like booth, or like, you know how people do like paint and sips? Maybe it would be something like that, but with pacifier decorating. It actually sounds like so much fun. I would absolutely attend something like that. Oh my gosh, I am innovative right now. Oh, this is a good one. What are podcasts or YouTube channels and content creators that I like, both ABDL or non-ABDL? So recently I've been watching Zachary Michael's reaction channel. I don't know, I love them. They are just very entertaining to me. I used to follow the people that they cover on their channel and they react to, so I love Zachary Michael's. Podcasts, that's not really my thing, but I do like to listen to Eleanor Neely. I think that's how you say her name. She is like a true crimes like coverer, and she like reiterates stories and stuff like that. Mostly solved cases, things like that. I love true crime. Tips on shaving princess parts. So this is a great one, especially if you are a diaper wearer, because I think that it is a little more hygienic to have less hair down there. Well, that rhymed. In my opinion, I think it's a little more hygienic and easier just to keep clean. if you don't have hair. So I personally am part of the Dollar Shave Club, not spons, but the shave butter, maybe it's like a shea butter. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's Dollar Shave Club like cream. I use that and make sure the hair follicle is very warm. So I always do this either in a bathtub or a shower. It's always after I've worked out too. So like I'm sweaty, and so the follicle is already like good to go and soft. So you never want to do this like without prepping, or else that's how you get shave bumps and razor burn. So you want the hair follicle to be warm. You want to have a nice like hydrating cream, shave cream to use, and you want to have a nice fresh blade. And very honestly, it's kind of scary, but the technique I use is like, pretend I have a razor. I do not lift the razor. I like literally will keep it on the skin, because I learned that, I don't even remember, but I learned it on my legs. You don't have to lift the razor, because going down, the blade won't cut you because of the angle of it. So I literally will just like, and basically I make sure that it's nice and smooth down yonder. If you want to be extra, you can literally splash some cold water on there to make sure the pores snap shut. And then after, make sure you put something hydrating on. Aloe vera is awesome, and also things like coconut oil, but I personally use shea butter, like 100% shea butter. Okay, I had to go over to my Instagram, and my Instagram is on this phone, so sorry moving the camera around, but somebody asked me what was my first favorite diaper, and it definitely was Bambino's Bellissimo. I still love them, but like I was obsessed for a while there. For probably like a year, it was like my all-time favorite diaper. The stretchy tabs, the sap that's in Bambino's, and then the print was just so cute to me. I've definitely shifted to liking other kinds of diapers a lot more, but that was the first one that I was like obsessed with. What was my aha moment of wanting this lifestyle? So I've always really liked little space stuff, and honestly, I don't know if it was a moment, because everything kind of built up, if that makes sense. I had to set you guys down for this one because I had to think, because it's like ABDL wasn't something that I knew about necessarily. Like I was aware of diaper babies because of Binky Princess. You guys remember Binky Princess on YouTube? And honestly, I discovered them when I was in my last relationship in my marriage, and my ex-husband made fun of Binky Princess, and it made me feel kind of awful because I was interested in the lifestyle. Not so much the BDSM, DDLG portions of it, but the baby spaces, the diapies, the little stuff, the dynamic with her and her daddy. So that was hard for me, and I almost had to suppress some elements of it. My past relationship was totally fine with basically everything but the diapers. They like made fun of that, so it made me just be like, oh, okay, never mind. Got out of that tragic situation, and I met my hosh daddy, who we've been together for almost 4 years now. I started to open up and just kind of get his opinion on things, and he was definitely a lot more aware of why I was bringing things up and gentle with his reaction. So he said like, hey, if this is something you want to try, like, you are allowed, basically. It's not his thing. It's not necessarily even our thing. You know, the diapers is me. That's for me. This life is for me. And he just loves me, and he's willing to help me where he needs to, basically. So the next question was, would you ever change your life? So I'm annoying. Maybe it's not annoying. Maybe I have people who resonate with this with me, but I am very much like, I really do believe things that have happened were meant to happen. So I'm super like, fate is fate, but obviously you do have to work towards the things that you want, because I think that that puts out the energy in the universe for it to be received by you. So I don't think I would change anything, but I do continue to always move forward towards the things that I strive for and bettering my life in whatever way that is. It's not like I think I have some sort of like bad life or anything, but I definitely have a lot of challenges, personal challenges, mental hurdles, things like that, things that in the past have affected me now, but I don't necessarily think that I would change them because I do like where my life is now. Do I like, you know, some of the trauma responses? No, but they have shaped me into the empathetic and pretty giving, I like to think, pretty giving person that I am. So yeah, I guess I wouldn't change my life. Are there some things that I wish I could like snap my fingers and wish for? Yes, but they're all really silly things. I'm really into my reborn dolls, and I want a reborn doll that's like, I think it's like $8,000, and I would like that. That'd be nice. Would I waste my one wish on that? No, but it's something that I'm like working towards money-wise to be financially stable enough to have things like that, because that would bring me so much joy. Among other things, a lot of life experiences would bring me joy and stuff like that too. But as far as the question goes, would I want to ever change my life? No. Somebody asked if I have a favorite toy of the moment, and I don't really love to call her a toy, but as I've been talking about my reborn dolls, this is Ren. I've actually done some vlogs with her, how I care for her, play with her, I take her out with me. I definitely treat her like she is an actual child, and she is my reborn silicone doll, and she is the most expensive toy I've ever had, and she is my most favoriteest thing at the moment, at least, and I can't see it really changing. I'm contemplating getting her a brother. But right now, little Ren is everything, and if you want to see more content with Ren and also some DIY stuff as well as vlogs and things like that, I do have a lot of stuff on Patreon and more to come on Patreon, so check that out because it's a lot of fun and it shows almost my caregiver side that I didn't know I had necessarily. I knew I had a wifey side, but I definitely have a caregiver side. Least crinkly diaper. Little Kings are pretty quiet because they are a cloth back diaper. There's almost no crinkle because the more plasticky it is, the more crinkly it will be. The Dottie Diaper Company bed teds have got to be the loudest diaper I have ever used. Next to that would probably be certain Rear's diapers. After using them especially, they get so crinkly. So cloth back diapers, if you can get your hands on some AB Universe Cushies, some AB Universe Little Kings, Alpha Gators, anything cloth back, those are definitely great. And then as far as plastic back ones, you want to get the ones that are almost like buttery plastic backs, so they still will have a bit of noise, but only if you, the wearer, are paying attention, in my opinion. I feel like if nobody knew you were wearing a diaper, no one would know it's the crinkle of a diaper. Trust and Megamax and probably Land of Genie. Land of Genie has some pretty soft plastic. I'm trying to think what else. I think that those would be the main ones. Bambinos, they have some hook and loop options that are pretty quiet, but the Velcros on them for me tend to shift, and you can hear them almost like peeling up sometimes, especially after you use them, because they'll start to sag and the hook and loops need to be readjusted and they will pull, so you can hear almost the Velcro like so it's not crinkly, but it does make noise. So my go-to is definitely Little King. What made me want to share or be more open to sharing my ABDL lifestyle in little space? So very honestly, my platforms and community grew with me, so I was always open to sharing my little space and my regression and stuff like that. And basically it had to turn into me just being very honest and vulnerable with my friends, my followers, my audience, that like, hey, I'm a regressor and I use this for therapeutic reasons, and I am including another element into the equation, and that element is diapers. And basically, like, you can perceive that any way you want, but the way that I am stating it is my truth. A lot of people like to turn my words or my actions and make it out to be something potentially yucky or potentially against things that I have spoken about in the past. And honestly, just keeping to your truth is the most important thing, and that's what I did. And so I found my community. I found people who love little space and diapers for all sorts of reasons, and I am not against any of those reasons, because whatever your reasoning is, it is bringing you joy. You are an adult, a consenting adult, and you are living your life the way that you want without having to stay in some box. And I am all for that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to live my life in some sort of box, you know? Like, I'm so blessed to have, like I said, the circle of people that I have, the family I have, the friend group I have, the community online that I have, the partner, the relationships, everything. I'm so lucky because I've never done anything but speak my truth, and the things that I want, I'm very honest about and forward about, and I will say things, some scary things, you know, even sharing some stuff with Hoshi, my caregiver, my daddy, you know, things are scary. You don't know what the reaction's going to be, but I know what I need and want in my life, and I need to know who the real ones are. So being honest and open is number one. And so that's basically what brought me to sharing all of the things that I share now online, is that I don't want to hide anything from anybody, and I want to have like real, genuine connection with the people who are interacting with me, and genuine interests with the people who interact with me. So I'm going to share everything that I love, and I'm going to do it honestly, and I'm never going to, you know, hold back from what I believe in and what helps me and how I can help others again. I think I was saying about what channels I listen to on YouTube or watch on YouTube, and I was saying that I like true crime. Eleanor Neely, when I'm in my pacifier shop, I really like to just have something that I can listen to and not necessarily have to look up from like what I'm doing. So I really like stuff like that. I like a lot of like talking. I'll listen to people's like vlog channels and stuff. I really love Reborn Dolls, so I watch oh my gosh, I can't remember her last name, but her first name's Kelly, Kelli, and she has a lot of content about like reborn dolls, and I don't know why, because I love my reborn doll. I just watch other people who are passionate about their dolls. And then on top of that, my daddy and I like to watch like Danny Gonzalez and Cody Ko together. So like just kind of like funny people on YouTube. As for ABDL, I don't really know that many creators that are ABDL. So, I mean, there's Spacey, my friend Spacey, who I featured on my channel. She has really cute videos. Little Lollycat, she's began to post again. She hadn't been posting for a while, but I watched all of her old videos when I first was starting my ABDL journey, so she was really helpful, and now she like is posting again. I really love Mindlessly Diapered. She hasn't posted in years, but informational stuff, like, I absolutely love her. I have basically word vomited and regurgitated things that she has said to you guys before. She's so smart. Other than that, I kind of just gather my own opinions at this point about ABDL stuff and then share it with you guys, because there's not very many creators that I have come across. Have you ever thought about trying cloth diapers? I've been thinking about trying them. They seem cheaper. So I have tried pocket cloth diapers, the ones that you can put like a stuffer inside. And I've tried the training pant cloth ones that are basically like a pull-up. But I have not tried, and I've had it for a while, but I have not tried like the folding, like you pin it style ones. So I heard you have to wash them twice. The pin ones, you have to wash them twice before using them, because it like helps fluff it and it helps with absorbency. And very honestly, I've just been too lazy to do 2 things of laundry just for that diaper. I don't do laundry very often, so I was just kind of like, ugh, about that. So I've never tried that, but the pocket ones are good. They do remain damp for a while. Like, if you use them, it's gonna be damp, okay? I guess that's basically what I'm saying. Cloth back diapers, I'm a huge fan. Little Kings, I got one on right now. I got a Little King on now. She needs to be changed, but we're not gonna talk about that. Don't you dare tell my daddy on me. But yeah, so the pocket ones, and then I also tried the training pant cloth ones. Training pant cloth ones are totally for aesthetic purpose, in my opinion, because when I went to use it, first tinkle, I leaked all down my legs. It took a long time to absorb. It didn't hold a lot at all. It's definitely for like minor, like, leakies. I think that was actually a really nice one to end on. So I am going to close up this Q&A here. I do have some more questions. The overflow of questions, I think I will answer either in a future video or a Patreon video. I really appreciate you guys like always having such like good new things to talk about and cover, and it really picks my brain and I appreciate it so much. So keep an eye out on Instagram, keep an eye out on Patreon. I will be looking for more in the future. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out Patreon for more exclusive ABDL lifestyle stuff that I can't really show anywhere else. And until next time, forehead kiss.